What up, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. We got a mailbag on tap for today's video. And if we didn't get your question up on screen, it's probably because you're not a subscriber. So I'm going to give you the chance right now to fix that. Go down right now, hit that big red button, subscribe to the channel. And if you ask a question next week and you're a subscriber, I'll make sure Seeps puts it on the video. Let's start with this first one coming in from my guy To The Moon. He says, should the Knicks hire Bob Myers in the front office? Okay, so a little bit of a backstory. You're probably watching this video on the weekend. Bob Myers, he did step down from his president and general manager job with the Golden State Warriors. He made it seem like, though, that he doesn't really want to keep this type of job anymore. Reports are that the Golden State Warriors offered him the most money to stay with their team of any executive in the league, but he didn't want to be around anymore. So when it comes to the Knicks potentially bringing him in, one, I don't think it's going to be possible. But two, it wouldn't be a bad idea, right? 4-time NBA champion, 2-time NBA Executive of the Year, and he was a big part of those championship teams for the Warriors. He re-signed Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. He signed Kevin Durant, even though I don't know if I want to give him all that much credit, but he had his team in a spot where they could accept that much salary. And then he drafted Draymond Green. 5 really good things. He did a whole bunch of other good things, right? He got Wiggins. He turned D'Angelo Russell into Wiggins. He traded for Andre Iguodala. But he was also pretty bad at drafting. While he did draft Draymond Green, when you look on screen from 2015 to 2022, the only players that he drafted that helped out the Golden State Warriors were Looney, Jordan Poole, and that's it. Like, he smoked the Jonathan Kuminga pick, he smoked the Moses Moody pick, and he smoked the James Wiseman pick. That's 3 lottery picks that don't help a team at all. If the Knicks had a guy that smoked 3 lottery picks like that, you'd kick him out of town. Not saying Bob Myers isn't a good executive, because he is, but he ain't perfect. And I don't think the Knicks need him, but maybe you do. So give me your answer. Should the Knicks hire Bob Myers to be a part of this front office, whether that be he joins Leon Rose in some role or whatever? Should the Knicks go out and add Bob Myers to the front office? Type Y for yes, type N for no. My man Karl, what's good, Brody? He said, of all the possible trades and free agents you've made, who do you want? Who do you actually want? Put your GM cap on. When I talk about realistically, both sides agreeing. 2 guys that I have my eyes on are Bradley Beal and Paul George. I know that there's injury concerns with both those players, but they're 2 guys that I'm looking at. Paul George is a complete player. He could play the wing. He would be your probably best defender. He'd be a secondary ball handler to Jalen Brunson. And then when it comes to Bradley Beal, I think the Knicks could use another guy that could operate on the perimeter, that gets their buckets on the perimeter. You already have Jalen Brunson, who likes to attack from the foul line down. You have R.J. Barrett, who likes to attack from the foul line down. Mitchell Robinson can't do anything except it's from the foul line down. Julius Randle is foul line down. And obviously, some of those guys would probably be in those deals. But I would like a guy like Bradley Beal, where Jalen Brunson's dribbling the ball on one side of the court, and you got Bradley Beal coming off a pick down or a pin down, getting the ball on a weak side pass, and either can stop and pop or get to the rack. The injuries concern me with those guys, and the contract for Beal is pretty high. But those are 2 guys that I have my eyes on for sure. I'm also keeping my eyes on Andrew Wiggins. I heard some rumblings last year that the Knicks may be interested in. So those are 3 guys. I'll give you 3 guys right there. Matthew Peterson with a $2 super chat. Petey, I appreciate you. Get your feet out from under my desk because I'm tired of you kicking me. But he asked, better contract, Caleb Martin or Brunson? I think they're 2 of probably the top 5 best contracts in the NBA right now. But when you're getting Eastern Conference Finals MVP production, which Caleb Martin should have been at $6.8 million per year, like that's probably the best contract in the NBA, right? Caleb Martin's playing like Paul George and Kobe Bryant had a little offspring. That's what he looks like out there. But I'll tell you this much. Jalen Brunson making $23 million per year. I bet the Mavs are still upset about that one. as they should be. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Knicks videos every single day on the latest Knicks news and rumors. We go live every single Tuesday. We also did 70 watch parties this year. So we don't just do off-season coverage. I know people always talk about rumors this, rumors that. Give me another NBA Knicks channel that went live for 70 games. I'll wait in the comment section. Hit that sub button. Let's roll. Sean, what's up, brother? He said, do you see a possibility of the Knicks bringing back Kristaps Porzingis? And if so, what's the odd man out, given that Tibbs only plays 9-man rotation? I wouldn't mind bringing KP back. I wouldn't mind bringing Kristaps Porzingis back, but like Beal and like Paul George, I am worried about the long injury history of him. Also, with him being a free agent and the Knicks not having any cap space, it would have to be a sign-and-trade move. And I believe if you do make a sign-and-trade move for Kristaps Porzingis, Julius Randle is taking himself to Washington. So you would have a starting lineup of Mitchell Robinson, Kristaps Porzingis, whoever your small forward is. Maybe we'll keep it at R.J. Barrett, Quentin Grimes, and Jalen Brunson. I don't know how much better you are. I know the offense flows together a little bit more. But can I count on Kristaps Porzingis being ready to play? That's one thing I will give, as hard as I am, pause, on Julius Randle. He played in 77 games this year before he rolled that ankle, and he's relatively been healthy throughout his Knicks career. While I always say availability is the best ability, it may not be the best ability, but it's a damn good one to have, and I'm concerned about KP's availability. Trey Green, what up, man? He says, would you trade quickly Mitchell Robinson, Obi, RJ, and Randall, plus all the picks if it netted Cat and Jaylen Brown? So you get to keep Grimes. So you would have Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes, Jaylen Brown, Josh Hart at your 4, and Cat at your 5? I don't hate it. You're just kind of handicapped going forward, right? These are two betas right here. Cat's a beta, and Jaylen Brown is a beta. I don't mind that starting lineup. I'm going to do a video on this later in the offseason where I think that Josh Hart may need to transition to being a power forward, like a small ball 4 in the starting lineup. Would I trade quickly Mitchell Robinson, Obi, RJ, and Randall plus all the picks? No, I'm not doing that. I don't think I am. Josh Hart is also 6'6", JJ. So don't be stupid. And JJ's coming up on this mailbag. He says, do you think we need an offensive center? Mitch is a liability. We're playing 4 versus 5 most times. Josh Hart is a true 6'6", probably 225. And quite literally one of the best rebounders in the NBA at his size. Let's not forget, Draymond Green, how tall was he? 6'6", 6'7", and I think he was the power forward on 4 championship teams. Don't know if I know that for sure, though. JJ, though, not necessarily. I don't think necessarily you need an offensive center. While I do think it would help, I don't think that it would. I don't think that you need an offensive center, to be honest. I think you have Hartenstein, who does a good enough job of spacing the floor and being kind of that ball handler at the top of the key is fine. So, no, I don't think you need one. While Mitch is a liability, I value his defense and his rebounding. I think that changes series. Ask the Cleveland Cavaliers about that one. Name someone you want the Knicks to add to the roster, though. Let me know down in the comment section, whether it be a trade or a free agent acquisition. Give me somebody you want the Knicks to add this offseason. Krem's dad says, have the Knicks hit the Tibbs ceiling? That's a good question. I'm going to be honest with you. No, I don't think they have. I mean, think about it like this, guys. Julius Randle was a fraud in the series against the Heat, and you were a Jalen Brunson turnover away from getting to Game 7, and Emmanuel Quickley, your 6th man of the year, didn't even play the last 4 games. So no, I don't think that you've hit the ceiling. Is there a ceiling? Absolutely. Absolutely there's a ceiling, Crim's dad. I don't think the Knicks have hit that, though. CPJ, the GOAT, says, is there a possibility we can get Gary Trent Jr.? I think he would be a great fit and would definitely help our team. Good 3-and-D guy. He is a great shooter, no doubt about it. I wouldn't necessarily call Gary Trent a 3-and-D guy. While he's not a bad defender, I wouldn't call him a good defender by any means. But the problem is, I think Gary Trent may get $18, $19, $20 million per year in NBA free agency, and the Knicks don't have any cap space. They have those two exceptions that we always talk about, the 12.2, and I think it's 4 point something as well. They're 4.5. The non-taxpayer exception is 12.2. The biannual is 4.5. Theoretically, you could do a sign and trade for Gary Trent. Like, if you have a starting lineup, let's say Jaylen, Brunson, Gary Trent, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson, that's pretty good. I just wonder a little bit about the defense in the backcourt. Not saying Trent's a bad defender, but he would draw the assignment of guarding the other team's number one opposing scorer. I just don't know if that's a recipe for success. But I like him. I like him, no doubt about it. Good player. Dude can freaking shoot it, no doubt about it. As always, we appreciate everybody for getting their questions in here on the mailbag. If I missed your question, you can hit me up on Twitter, at @MarshallGreen_.